Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. Hebrew Israelites in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What's going on? The prophets out of the downfall of Babylon the Great. First thing first, turn to the east. We already facing these. All right, turn to the east. Give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash, which is an ancient Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew name. It's created as the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Double honors to the prophets of the great millstone, and shalom to you, sister brothers, living in the truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Once again, it's Yahshua Allah, out of the process of downfall of Babylon the Great, which is aka America. And when you look at it now, it's very, very visible that you can see that this place is cooked. You know, you look at it, the division in this place, you look at the decay that then happened, and now the Lord is opening all the way up. The grievous sword has been opened up, and Babylon will not be healed because of that. You can see you got too much division. You got Edomites fighting Edomites right now. They have no, solid plan on how to get up out the hole. The Lord has exposed them with them Island Man files. Even Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, she said if we persecute everybody on the Island Man files, she said the system will collapse. So that's like, to me, she shouldn't even said that. That shows that she's not qualified to have that job because she should have been silent. With her saying that, that's what we call in the hood dry snitching. She let us know all of Congress is guilty with her statement saying that. And everybody knows that she is protecting all of Congress from the Island Man files, man. So that's showing that now the American working class Edomite is like, I don't want to go out here and participate in society knowing that I'm ran by a bunch of satanic PDF files.
That lines is perfect with Job 9:24 when it said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
God, it do. Man. You got the opener for us. Get that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. And we start at verse 7. And it says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, nations are mad. To read on, it says, verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take bond for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
You hear that? Hey, we would have said, I'm not going to say we would have healed Babylon, Babylon's not healed. And that's so true because Yahshua, which is Paleo-Hebrew for Israel, we can fix America's problems. It's not, a hard fix. It's very easy. All you need is wisdom and intelligence, which Esau doesn't have it anymore. And Jake, like we're like natural caretakers in our natural essence. Like we're nurturing, we take care of things. Our forefather was in the agriculture. You look at Abel, Jacob was a good cooker, in there, getting his wives, filling them up with them babies, like we were natural lovers. So we would easily fix Babylon. Matter of fact, we did it in the 1920s. You look at Black Wall Street. So I'm not just saying it like that's what we do. We're nation builders. But Esau in his pride, he's not gonna move out the way and let Yahshua do what they need to do. I noticed in the past he would do that, and then he'll blow everything up that we built. I noticed this time it's like this dude is so angry and so mad that he can't get out his own way, like they say in the world, can't get out his own way. So, like their precept said, we would have healed Babylon. Babylon's not healed. It said take balm for her pain. So this place is going out with a grievous sword. You can like hear it curdling. You look at the economy, you look at the state of the geopolitical affairs, you look at the leaders that they got, and you tell this place is about to belly up, man. Very easy to see that.
You can even tell by the people. The people is at its worst. And people are there's moles everywhere. People are soft and effeminate. People are out of shape and they're just ready to go. It shows the end of a kingdom just by looking at the people that they're in.
That's a beautiful point right there too, because that's what in verse 7 it says Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken her wine. And that wine goes into those many philosophies that basically destroy the people around. And so America, aka Babylon the Great, is mixed with a lot of philosophy, a lot of pretty much wicked thought that destroys the minds of the people in America, aka Babylon the Great. That's why you have these modes. You have the democracy with the Epstein file and so on and so forth, because they drunk in the wine of Babylon. That's what they get, because they think that's the right way to go. And even in Isaiah 5:20, the Lord, Yahweh Shah said, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. They take the wicked above, they made evil good. And that's what we're facing against right now in America, aka Babylon the Great, man.
Them dumb people that follow along everything that these people say, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what does Babylon the Great promote? Greed, adultery,
right?
Murder. If you murder somebody in the hood, that's how you get your name up. That's how the YNs get famous by spilling some blood.
Yeah, that's what that what's that dude named Woody? They glorify that dude.
Exactly.
And he been known for they said he had like 21 bodies, and now he's YouTube famous right now.
Exactly. You got fraudulent. You look at Donald Trump and all the white collar crime that goes to Babylon the Great. They encourage that. What they call them, the Wall Street Wolves.
Yeah.
They encourage that in Babylon the Great. Greed is encouraged. Fraudulent is encouraged. Getting over.
I believe molesting little kids, that's encouraged as well too. So because what did you just say earlier? They protecting these people in Congress.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that's encouraged. That's really taboo. That's why they looking bad. So I wouldn't say that's something they do, right. But that's not a known thing that that you're supposed to do in Babylon the Great. That's why the shameful spewing is on his glory. So that's not encouraged, but that's what they do. But adultery is cheating on wives and getting divorced. Esau promotes that. He tells women to the liberation movement. Mm-hmm. They tell women to sleep around. So now they really ruin women, because women get ruined when they get too many rods in them. That's like having too many miles in a car. But Esau promotes that. That's feminism. It's promoted in Babylon the Great. That destroys women. That's a culture in Babylon the Great. Like I said earlier, they promote being effeminate. These weak men, they tell you to be emotional. You need to get in touch with your feminine side. They call it toxic masculinity,
right?
Which is fighting and things of that nature. So they made men real docile and weak, so that the elites can do what they need to do, and they got to worry about the public fighting back. Even though the public is starting to fight back, but they don't know how. Because you got girly men out there throwing rocks with their legs up and stuff. They getting their fingernails painted. So they want to fight back, but they've never fought in their lives. And then, like I said earlier, this place has been fattened up for the slaughter. A lot of these Edomites are overweight and out of shape, so they can't fight. After they walk about 30 yards, he out of breath. So how you gonna fight ice?
That's the food industry. We didn't mention the food industry. So they made that acceptable eat certain food that destroys the body as well too.
Pork is a big commodity in Babylon the Great, man. Very big commodity. I think that's like the number one meat eaten in Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of pork being ate. And now they switching to GMO foods. They're encouraging that. You got the Impossible Meats, Burger King, which is laboratory meat, and I know that's not good for you. So they're promoting that.
Pork is very big in Babylon the Great. You go get a pizza, they say you get 3 meats, but it's really 1 meat. It's like all pork. Sausage, pepperoni, Canadian bacon. That's all pork. Goddamn.
And it's a damn lie, right? 3 meats. That guy.
That's big though.
Yeah. That leads to like health problems. And then when you got health problems, you go to the medical industry, and that's a big scheme and fraud in itself.
Hey, that's encouraged as well too. Or the doctor encourage you to take these, them drugs, them legal drugs.
Biggest drug dealers in the world. It's right there in their medical systems.
So that's why it said, the nations are mad. So when you go along with this philosophy that is basically pushed in America, aka Babylon the Great, it makes people mad. Like they basically out of their mind, they out of their wit.
Yeah, it goes to that precept where it says, when the wicked are in authority, the people move. Right. People rejoice. That's why we're seeing people crying right now and not rejoicing, because if Jake was in rulership and Yahweh Shai was ruling over with his law, statutes, and commandment, everybody will be happy. Even the heathen will be happy after their 1,000 years of punishment, because Esau will be gone and his way of thinking, his way of living would be totally wiped out of the earth.
Right.
And
lead to sin and death.
And then quick, just for edification purposes, when we talk about nation, it's talking about the nation goes into ethno, the Hebrew word, the Greek word ethno, which is ignition. Okay, that's just for anybody that might be watching who just now tuning in.
They're going into people.
All right,
I got this one right here, Akim. This is Proverbs 3:33. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. So that's why America can't get right. Because the Lord just said right there, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. What's the house of the wicked? It's Europe and Babylon the Great. And then they make Babylon the Great their headquarters right now. Because this is where the sword resides at. Like whenever they want to conquest, they call it America to do it. The small haters call America, and America go over there and takes another country's resources. And the latest example of that is Venezuela. And that was they broke international laws. So now they're really looking wicked. Other countries getting their stuff together like, hey, you got to be up on it, or America come over here and take what you got, take your oil. Because everybody sees America is struggling. You got China burning their U.S. Treasury bonds. You got Russia dumping their U.S. Treasury bonds. And that's why the economy is bellying up, because everybody's starting to see it's not good to do business with Babylon the Great, because they're going to play you. They're going to scam you. So now the other countries like, let's get together and put our currency together. You got the BRICS nations, and let's cut America out. Everybody's cutting Babylon the Great out. Babylon the Great is even arguing with his neighbors, Canada and Mexico, especially Canada. And that's how we know this place about to go down, because Canadians are primarily Edomites. Well, at least the leaders are. And then you got Babylon's ran by Edomites, and then you got Europe. They bang with Babylon the Great, and they're Edomites. So all the Edomites are now fighting each other. So that's the division that we're talking about. And that division is how we know that their kingdom ain't gonna stand. And that's that curse where you can't get along with your brother. That used to be Jake's problem, but now Jake is starting to get along with their brother. Jake like, hey man, you broke, I'm broke. Jake is starting to drop the YNs, get their quarter zip movement going, getting together, they sipping their lattes, talking about equity and things of that nature. Like Jake getting their act together. You look at Esau, he coming out the office and he's smoking meth and fentanyl.
Revert back to that beast caveman of his.
God, and now becoming this desolate, man. We talking about that if we open up camp. One of the nice sides of Tulsa, Oklahoma, the south side where Esau resides, is now becoming like crackhead central, meth head central. It was just a murder over there not too long ago. I was telling us, the war telling us we open camp, they just had a murder over there. And I've been over there and it's looking real bad. They used to be what they call the nice side of town. And then what used to be the bad side of town, the north side, the hood, the ghetto, the hood is starting to get quiet and starting to come up. If they gentrify it, all they doing is making it nice for Jake. So now Jake is, starting to be cool and get their act together. You go on the south side, like my mother stays in a very prominent Edomite neighborhood, and they're selling their houses because all the kids is breaking in the cars, breaking the homes. They're stealing people's metal, and they what's they call the copper, taking their copper from the air conditioner. Yeah. They doing that in the rich side of town, stealing the copper, and now they selling their houses. And we already know that's Edomites doing that, man. That's the children.
All these Edomite towns like Coweta and Sand Springs, they all going to hell. Got the little smoked out Edomites stealing copper, stealing Cadillac converters, and all kind of shit.
It used to be nice towns, man. At least Coweta did. Sand Springs kind of always been on that level, but it's getting real, real bad. And it shows the change in the guard that the kingdom been translated. And that's gonna lead to Esau's wrath right there, because he see, like the elites in their office, they see that their seed is poor, they going down. They children got cognitive dissonance and all kinds of decay because what they done did, brain rot. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it look good, because a poor Jake can't afford all that content like a rich Edomite can. So Jake might not can afford the internet and all that, so they can't be on their tablets. But you look at Esau, they done internet themselves to death, man. All that tablet and stuff. Now they got children that's like 6, 7 years old wearing a diaper, still sick in a sippy cup.
Can't even talk.
Can't talk, can't read. So they're like, I can't dump off my company to him. My seed is spoiled. So that's why they putting their money into AI, because now they're hoping the robots can reverse course of their destruction and decay. They're looking for the robot to save them that they created. They thinking AI gonna bring in the wisdom they done lost to try to uplift Babylon the Great out the ashes. Go ahead. This is another quick precept. This is the precept to Jeremiah 51,
51st chapter, what we just got to read, but they're going to reiterate the same point. This is Revelation chapter 14 and 8. And it says that there follow another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And there you go. And then it said the wrath of her fornication, what we just got to describe it. You make the many fornication that America basically glorifies in its wicked society. And so now it's falling. So now you're seeing, just like how y'all just explained, Esau, even the so-called white man, have pushed this agenda throughout the whole world. And now that basically that same stone, as that precept would say, he that rolls the stone, it shall roll back on him. Now that same stone is falling back on him, not only him, but his children. All right, that's why you see a lot of the Edomites out on the corners holding up the sign, saying I'll do this for a couple of dollars, and so on and so forth, because it's them. All right, those are the wicked that Yahweh said Babylon is falling. They're falling. They're losing their kingdom.
Yeah. I don't like how you said that too, Ox. You sure right, man. When I be out doing my business, I see a lot of Edomites hold that will work for food sign. And there a lot of them are homeless.
Hey, and some of them is even low. They say that some of them, I seen a Edomite sign, and he said that I work for a joint. He didn't even ask for money. Like, he just wanted a joint. And I said, damn, you told that damn low, you don't even care about your next meal.
Yeah, them Edomites used to be strong in their pride. Now they to the low as the ground, man. That's that precept. There's no thrones in Babylon. Like Esau, who was in rulership now, he's coming down to the ground, man.
I got a precept to back you up on that. But remember, I got one to go back you up because you said it, man. This Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 10 and 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh, and his heart is turned away from his maker. Break that out.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. You see, that's at the beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh. Who departed from Yahweh? Really never even was with Yahweh. That was Esau, Edom, so-called white man. They departed when he sold his birthright. That's way back in Genesis.
Yeah.
When he did that, he was cut off right then and there. And he cut himself off. So I'm looking at Esau, you can't get mad at nobody else. Your forefather sold his birthright to my forefather. So when he did that, that's when he was cut off from, Yahweh Bashiach. And after that, he just became a terror to everybody on the face of the planet because he's mad because he's not accepted anymore. And it said, when your heart is turned from your maker. Esau is satanic. He's an adversary. Like whatever the Most High say do, this devil do the opposite. And then he look crazy because now his kingdom ain't standing no more. And the reason when you look at it, the only reason his kingdom even got erected is because he used the children of Israel. That's the only reason it got erected. It wasn't because he had good grace with the Most High or the Most High loved him. No, there was a prophecy. The Most High said that he would get dominion because our people, we went off too. We forsook the laws and commandments of Yahweh Bashiach. So because of that, the Most High allowed Esau, even so-called white man, to dominate us and establish his kingdom off the backs of the Israelites, because that's the only reason he got it up. He didn't get it up off of intelligence or willpower, none of that. He got it off of bloodshed and forcing our people to build his kingdom, because he can't do it.
That's exactly how he got his power, from ruling over like with the sword and being harsh to everybody, man. Not just the Israelites, to everybody. He fucked over the whole world. This is Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the earth? It said, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation amongst the nations? Shit, and that's exactly like he was the hammer of the earth. He was strong at one point in time, and now we're seeing him being broken down. Now we're like seeing Esau Edom as the that statue and Daniel at the last mixed with clay and partly iron, man. It's a division right in between there, and it's going to cause for them to break and fall. And it says, how has Babylon become a desolation? All the wickedness has been caught up to him, man. His wickedness has reached up into heaven. Hey, and the Lord is through with this devil, man. And it says, Babylon become a desolation amongst the nation. And now all the nations are seeing Esau and pointing the finger at him and like, hey, you're weak right now. You don't know what you're doing. Your leadership is through. And that's why everybody is coming up against Babylon the Great right now. You got it all.
And Lord is really putting that spotlight and shining that, man. So earlier, Island Man files got all the Congress falling apart. That's the leadership of Babylon the Great, right there. This guy Edomite, and it's primarily that's why I like the Lord put Donald Trump in there, because he got rid of Jake. So everything that's going on right now is all spotlighted on Edomites, man. You got Edomite man, you know, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, Pete Hegseth looking horrible, a hot mess. Then this dude done put up some little whores from his little beauty pageants. Pam Bondi, Caroline Levitt, she looking bad. What's that? No, Christy Nome, the woman of the Department of Homeland Security. They all looking horrible right now, man. They all looking like they are all unqualified. Y'all doing a bunch of bickering and finger pointing, and it's all about to, you know, light up in their face, man. You got the one dude they tried to use. I don't know what he is, Cash Patel. He looking like, man, I got to get the F up out of Dodge on this one, man. Like, because he's having a hard time covering all that dirt up because it's so big. And the Lord said, no, I'm about to make you bare. So the whole world see, even Esau, working class Edomites at the job, they can't say nothing. The Lord done, you know, humbled their butts. They can't say nothing. I will light an Edomite up trying to talk about how righteous they are and America this and that, because the evidence is overwhelming. So now they have to like work with their heads down. And I be talking noise about their kingdom too, and about their president. And I be looking at them like, you know, say something, man. Go say something. They be looking like, you
in your honor.
Yeah, and they can't. They can't. There's nothing you can say, man. Right now, they just gotta. Hey, this place has got to go kablooey. Is where it's at right now. That's the only way. You see, it has to be burnt up. What the Lord declared for Babylon the Great, it has to go down. He said, destroy this place with arrows. But those arrows going from ICBM nuclear missiles. And then you look at it too. You got World War III bubbling up, Aku, on the backdrop. I heard they bombing Iran as we speak now. Bombing Iran is not going to go good. That's going to unify all of Ishmael and Elam. All going to unify. They got some stuff too. And when they fight back, it's going to be on U.S. soil. And then you got to think the other enemies might join in too, Russia and China. Like, hey, man, they already got it going. And plus, that's their Iran allies is Russia and China. So World War III is really being set, and it ain't got to be like that. The small hatters can just chill their butt on out. You already done blew up Gaza and took all their land over there. That's him being covetous. You know, he can't slow down. Matter of fact, I got a precept on that. That's Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 10:9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is none a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one set up his own soul to sell, because while he living, he casts away his bounds. And that's Esau Edom to the T, man. Esau casted all his morals, all his whatever, just to gain something. And he's never satisfied. Notice they're never satisfied. Like they can have everything. They see somebody with a little chipper. Hey, I want that chipper, man. Go over there with the sword, take it. I want that too. Oh, they got that over there. I want that too. And that's their problem. They can never be satisfied. They got the whole world right now. All dominion, yet there's a couple people got a little something, they want to take that too.
Like that preacher said, he coveted fields and taking my lives.
God, because they're taking Argentina right now. Argentinians is getting mad. They're in South America, the small hatters, and they're just doing major land grabs right now. And they've pissed everybody off. They're so bad, even Hamites pissed off. How they took and raised and you know, ravaged their land and took their resources. Now the devil done stripped it. Now he going other places doing the same thing, and it's like everybody got a track record on this devil. Like you've been doing this for too long, so now it's like it's time to put a stop to that. And now the Lord is going to put a stop to them. So now, like we say, like I brought it that precept earlier, the hammer of the whole world's been broken asunder. Now it's starting. The sword been swung so much, it ain't been repaired. It's starting to be cracked up and stuff. It ain't swinging like it used to swing. You know, it's starting to. You start to see the rust on that stuff. It's starting to rust over. So now everybody like now you got the weak. When you go to Joel, the weak's like saying, I'm strong. Like I think I can bang with him, man. Like we could fight back. Because everybody started to remember what you done did, man. And it's going down. Really, who's leading the way is us, the children of Israel. All the prayers we putting up. We starting to follow Lord's commandments and best our abilities. We starting to rehearse the righteous acts. Do the high holy days.
The scripture said, whenever the word's been pushed all across the four winds, then the end shall come. And we're seeing that right now.
And the end is the end of Babylon the Great, because that's a wicked city that pushes out wickedness all over the world. Like I said earlier, it transgresses by that wine, which goes in philosophies. And now it's time out for that. So now the Lord is like, okay, I let you rule for a certain amount. Now I'm about to get rid of you. And then because it was such a big and vast kingdom, like the scripture said, the golden cup of the Lord's right hand, when it goes down, it's not gonna go down like instantly. It's gonna be like a controlled demolition. Like certain sectors gonna break down before you see this collapse all the way. Like the education system is collapsing right now. I'm seeing that like collapse majorly. The medical field is breaking down because it's been exposed. The financial sector is going down because it's been exposed. All the Ponzi schemes and scams and people starting to hold on to their money and not spend the way they used to. The circus is breaking down. We talked about Phil Camp. They just had the NBA All-Star and like ain't nobody even checking for that stuff no more.
That shit was whack as hell.
The industry of the liquor, the wine is breaking down. Nobody's drinking no more like they used to.
God.
And it's crazy because it's the spirit that y'all brought that up too, because even when you mention the medical industry, there's so many because the internet is really the reason why one of the main reasons, because you start with the profit, then the main reason, because you can't forget that Jacob Rockefeller that said the internet was the worst thing that was ever created. But now their kingdom is being exposed via the internet. And so when you go into that medical field, you got a lot of people that's making these videos saying this is how you heal yourself through the natural herbs and stuff instead of taking the pharmacia, right? And then that basically destroying their kingdom right there because nobody is relying on these devils, right? And then you got the food industry that's going down. This is how you get the food, and this is how you know what you want to eat for your own stuff. All of those things is popping up on the internet. That's another thing that's chipping away at the society. Just like I just mentioned that controlled demolition.
The truth is going forth.
Yep.
The truth is going out, and the truth is starting to overcome corruption because it's getting its fruit. And so and Esau, he operates with lies. That's why I go down. I want to elaborate on a point Kodar made. The liquor industry is going down because the club industry is over with. People don't go to clubs and bars like they used to back in the 80s and 90s. Mm-hmm. There was a thriving industry in the 80s and 90s. Now you look at it, everybody like, I'm in the house. I'm at home.
Back in the 90s, you go to the club and spend $200 on a $40 bottle that you can get at the liquor store. Now people like that. That's stupid as hell. Why am I paying this and going over here and do this? And I can just get that right here.
All the dudes buying drinks for females. Dudes don't do that no more.
You didn't want the females.
Exactly. It's over with. So they like the club life is over with. Like clubs, I couldn't even tell you what clubs is popping in Tulsa Oklahoma. Like that used to be like a big industry back in the day. There was a lot of them in the 80s and 90s. The nightlife. Yeah, so I can't tell you which club is the poppin'est club in Tulsa Oklahoma right now. So, and then not only that, the restaurant, the eateries is going down because of the C-19. That closed a lot of industries and they used to buy liquor, so they're not buying liquor no more. But that's going down. So Esau is like destroying his own kingdom with all his diabolical plans. And the reason he's doing that is because he's being rushed by Yahweh Shai and he's scared. You've been rushed, you're scared. Quarterback throwing interceptions.
Yeah.
When that happens,
Make crazy mistakes.
Yeah, that's what Esau is doing. He's making mistakes because he ain't got the time to set up and do all his little wicked counsel. They on the chalkboard. What we gonna do? Now he ain't got that time. They in there smoking Newports. What you got, man? Do this. Hurry up. Yeah. Firing people. Losing. Certain industries. So they in there like nervous. Like initiate the protocols. Because we cooked. Then they see us on the YouTube, the prophets, and we get our stuff together, man. Stuff is like we laying the truth out. And like Bayan said earlier, the people is getting the truth and they're making different decisions. They're not spending the way they used to spend. People's spending habits are done changed. And it's collapsing this place. And Esau, he can't get a hold of it because he not out there in the field, per se. Esau been living deliciously up in this little penthouse,
right?
Messing with little children. Going to islands messing with children. He ain't got his ear to the street. You don't know what's going on. Things are changing. And now he tries like when a retired athlete, when they retire, and then they try to get back in the game, they all rusty and look bad. That's Esau right now. He trying to get back in the game. You don't know, like the game done changed, dude. We done got our act together. The Lord done poured out the spirit onto the people, and it's gonna hit the prophets, and now they're tuning in to us. You're gonna what Bayan said, people are getting into herbal healing. That's big. Like you getting blow up on the YouTube. I just going with some herbal stuff. Like you get a lot of scraps and followers. You know?
I was just looking at one, and it was this lady. She was like, this what my grandma used to do. Instead of going over there and buying that what you call that, the cough syrup, this is how you make it right here.
Right,
You had the whole ingredient. And I'm talking about that little small little clip had like 63,000 views.
See. So it's changed the whole demographic change. Everybody going to get Esau stuff no more. So his sales is declining.
And Esau, that goes into the division, because Esau, like them doctors, they wanted to keep striving, but Esau killed his own industry when it comes to the medical. Donald Trump saying, the medical field is no longer valid. Like they're like that was dumb as hell. So like you chopping off your own foot. So that goes into the division. So you killing your own medical supply industry and shit like that.
Because he said he deemed some of the medical professional not a professional.
Nurse.
And the teacher. We mentioned the teacher too.
Then he got what's that RFMK, one of them Kennedys, the health dude, and they had something against Tylenol. I'm like, bro, that's your company.
Right.
That's big pharma. Remember they deemed Tylenol is bad, talking about it creates autism or something like that. And then this devil, he the leading dude. This how you show they're unqualified and they're about to collapse. You got a Kennedy, the head of health. This dude got brain parasites. He can barely talk. And this dude said he used to sniff powder off the toilet seats. And yeah, he's up for writing laws telling you what's healthy and what's not. And Lord Weber do a lesson on that. He just revealed it back in his day. He sniffed it cocaine off the toilet seats. How unhealthy is that?
I heard he got the parasite from eating pork.
I can believe that too.
Yeah.
No matter how he got it, but I'm like, you sniffing powder off a toilet seat. That's very unhealthy.
He's the guy talking about everybody needs to have implantable devices or wearable devices on your body.
God.
And this dude ain't even right.
At all. This dude got brain parasites. But yeah, he's running I think he's the head of the health organization, the food organization. I'm like, this dude got brain parasites. Like, what are you doing, Esau?
Like, how you got brain parasites? You the head of health. You should be healthy right now. Like, what sense did that even make?
I think, how can he make good decisions if he can't talk and he got worms eating his brains? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the head of health. Like, what you can't even like you see him doing a press conference. You can't understand what he's saying. Like, and that's just showing you Esau is cooked, man. The only reason he got the position because he sucked up on, Donald Trump, kissing Donald Trump. That's how all of them got their jobs. Like Pete Hegseth is a news anchor who's the head of the Department of Defense. And this dude he talked on the news. And remember he had leaked the war plans and everybody was, I'm like, bro, that's his job. That's what he do. How can y'all be mad? This dude ain't got no experience about war, nothing. This dude is a news anchor. He got paid to talk. So of course he gonna leak that's what he did for a living. So it shows you how off they are as a people, and like it's looking like a movie called Idiocracy right now.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, like straight Idiocracy. And you got all these beauty contestants, got high positions. This helper is attorney general, and she was doing beauty pageants. Like she ain't qualified to work there. That's why she don't even know how to deal with the people in Congress. You get grilled. She just got mad. You got Trump the right syndrome, making up laws that ain't even passed yet. Just looking like a child, man. All of them. I'm like, they don't even know what to say. A bunch of plastic surgeon females. You got the Department of ICE, Homeland Security. What's her name? Christy Nome.
Right.
And she just looked like old plastic surgery, wicked. Just a deplorable ass human, man. And like, what she know about war and tactics? What does she know about going to somebody's house and getting things like, how far you didn't get plastic surgery and blow some rods all your life? God. What do you know about tactics, man? And then like everybody looking crazy, like wonder why ICE looking all crazy and it's all disorganized. Look who's the head of it. It's an Edomite woman.
Chaos Goblin.
Exactly.
Just like the Apostle he called them Judite women the Chaos Goblin, but and through the spirit they got it from them damn Edomite women.
That's how you know the scriptures reign true. The Lord told that's how you know the scriptures reign true. And Esau Edom is like the adversary, he's the devil. The scripture said a woman should not assert authority over the man, and what Esau do. He put a woman over a fucking spinning around in circles looking bad every second.
The pay ain't right. She can't do the payroll right. I heard they not getting paid. They bonus is prorated. They're not getting their bonus. My thing is, if you gonna have some people go out and jack people up and yank them out their homes and kill people, you got to get their pay right. If you don't do their pay right, then they gonna start like, man, what am I doing this for?
They gonna come for your ass.
Exactly. So now,
work, man.
yeah. So now that's division
Right.
within ICE, and that's bad work right there. Like I'm looking like you done paid them to go murder, running people's houses. You ain't gonna pay them right, and like you said, they go perfect because then they gonna turn it on you. They gonna turn into what they call it, little factions, little bands to attack the government. That's it. Now Babylon Great can get hit with a terrorist attack, and we don't know where it come from. It could be some disgruntled ICE employees. It could be some sleeper cells. It could be some people mad because they can't afford a home no more. Some Gen Zers. You don't know where it's coming from. So you have made so many enemies.
The military and spirit was that General Milligan got a lot of people on his side.
Because of Trump. He don't like Donald Trump. That old dumb old dude done got the military split. Say it could be attacked and you don't know where it's coming from. You done made enemies with other countries. China's mad at you. Canada's mad. Russia's mad. Ukraine is mad. Greenland is mad. Would you spend that back to European Union? They're owned by Denmark. They're like, you try to come and take my stuff. You thought we forgot about that? You try to take my land, homie. And we supposed to be homies. They like say we homies, but I'm gonna come in and your refrigerator and steal your food, but still say I'm your ally. So European Union looking like I'm about to break ties with America. Matter of fact, they blew up the Nord Stream. The Europeans didn't forget about that. That's why their economy doing worse than Babylon Great America. Because the Nord Stream got blew up.
Now they gotta get their gas from or their oil from Babylon.
Is that? And I heard quadruple the price.
Yep.
So what type of friend is that? I cut you off, but I got your back, but I'm gonna charge you at a high price. So now they're leaking money. Their economy going down based on what? Babylon the Great America. And they just making, let's say America looking like doofus baloofus. Just making bad moves all over the place. Like I said, every day you wake up, they're making a bad decision. And then they're showing our people that Babylon the Great does not care for the children of Israel. Native Americans, Latinos, and the native so-called blacks, African Americans. Them three groups know that Babylon the Great don't like you based on the policies they're passing. They're kicking Native Americans off of reservations, trying to put them in ICE facilities because they can't deport them nowhere. They're currently deporting the Latin tribes. So now they getting a FAFO moment because they voted for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. Now look at them. Yeah, now they getting a wake-up call. And Jake, so-called African Americans, you know, you're black. We've been telling everybody how these devils get down. We know how these devils get down. We done told everybody like, oh, you just a mad black person. Now we over here like, didn't I tell you? Yeah. You got black. Hey, we over here barbecuing at this point. We over here barbecuing, chilling. Everybody mad. Why blacks ain't in the streets? Yeah. Well, Jake don't figure it out. Yeah, Jake like, I'm getting that no more. That's you.
You know how long we been protesting and ain't shit changed?
Exactly. Fight for everybody.
Marching and stomping.
Right. Yeah, it's in the 50s and 60s. So now everybody gets to see how the so-called white man views them. With so-called white, there's a devil in the flesh. Everybody's seeing that right now. Everybody's seeing how they operate. You know, and it's very visible. So with that visibility, what does it do for your kingdom? It makes everybody fight against you and work against your interests. And see, Esau used to operate with deceit. He was smart enough. No, I gotta trick people. I gotta put an illusion that I love you. Now the devil's so stupid and pride, and everybody knows that Esau Edom doesn't love nobody. He don't love nothing. He don't even love his own self. We can bring precept on that. He wicked to his own kind. You got one?
Yeah, I got a quick precept that go back to this is Isaiah chapter 47. We start at verse 1. And it said, come down and sit in the dust with virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there's no bones on daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And that's the first part right there. It said, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is basically America. And he said virgin daughter was basically mean that a land that have not been touched. And now that land is about to be touched due to all of the crimes that they committed throughout basically globally, with their own people here in America and globally. So that's why it says come down and sit in the dust, virgin daughter of Chaldean, he said, thou shalt be no more called children in delicacy. Meaning that America was once a place where a lot of people from overseas wanted to come and basically be a part of American society. Now that's been changed. Now they want to get away from America, right? And then we know, and it said, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy lot, make bare the lead, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. Which basically means all of the crimes that they committed, now they've been uncovered. Now they've been made naked, you know. Then verse 3, and it said, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay, and he said, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That is our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, who's gonna come back in his angelic power. He said he's not gonna meet thee as a man, meaning that he's gonna come and destroy this place. He's already doing it. He's already, taking heed to his promises that he made. But you can't forget in Matthew the 10th chapter, where he said that think not that I come to bring peace on earth. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. And that's why you're seeing all these divisions in America, aka Babylon the Great, because that prophecy that's been fulfilled, man.
Yeah, I like that part where it says sit in the dust, because that dust goes into confusion. And Esau Edom, man, he always had his shit down, even though he was in wickedness, he always had his shit down packed. But now he's so confused, he don't know what to do, and that's that dust right there, man. Mm-hmm. And what you said, that sword, the Lord said he coming with a sword, and that's that division. I got one to back that up. This is Mark 3:24. It says, if a kingdom is divided against itself, a kingdom cannot stand. It says, if a house is divided against itself, the house will not be able to stand. And it says, and if Satan has risen up against himself and divided his kingdom, it says he cannot stand, but it's come to an end. And that's what we're seeing right now. Hey, Esau Edom's kingdom is coming to an end, man. And we know what's happening at the end of Esau's kingdom, and that's the beginning of Jacob's kingdom. So that's why we over here championing that shit. We like to see Esau Edom falling down. We like to see Esau Edom in division and in the dust and in confusion and losing his wisdom, because that just lets you know, hey, we one step closer to the kingdom.
Man, that's beautiful too, because that's another prophecy that's been fulfilled too, because that when he said the kingdom, it's talking about America, that's basically representing the kingdom. And then it said the house be divided against itself. Those are individuals within America who house is divided against itself. That's why the voice is great and so high. And then he said Satan.
Yeah, when he said the house is divided against itself, and that's the people. You seen that happen with the C-19. You seen that happen with Trump, his office, when they was running for office. You see that happening with the ICE situation. They got Edomites right now fighting for ICE. Then you got other Edomites who's putting Mexican flags on their truck and driving through protesting so the ICE can follow them, and they calling that ICE fishing. So they're making decoys and shit. So they it's at an all-time high of division right now, and they're just letting you know that, hey, his kingdom ain't gonna stand, because Esau is fighting Esau harder than ever over ICE right now.
And that's why I said Satan shall cast out Satan right there, because they both of them are Satan right there. They have birth compared to the laws and statute commandment of Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, you got a preset that's going to talk about now.
It is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
Ooh, that's what happened, man. The cup been passed on to thee. What's that? That cup of desolation, the cup of destruction, man. They say, then why they say at the end? What they say? It's because they are drunken.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Drunken and make themselves naked. So right now, Esau was stupid drunk right now. They go what we were saying the whole camp. It's their decision. You can tell they drunk. They make decisions of a drunk man. They even call the Department of the Secretary of Defense. They call Pete Hesseg, Pete Kegseg. He's known for being a drunk. He's known for that. And this dude right now is the head of security and defense. Which I'm like, hey, that means you wide open. This dude part somewhere getting toasted. While China and the KGB agents, they're breaking down Babylon the Great defense system.
Yeah.
So, hey, this place is wide open right now because you got a person who's not, and like the princess said, he's drunken. He's a drunk. Donald Trump is drunk. He drunk with power. This dude getting all this money and all them schemes, and they all drunk. And what it said, drunk and make you naked. Because they're so drunk, you know, a drunk just say whatever comes to their mind. They don't have like a cognitive thought. It's just whatever they're on their base instincts when you're drunk. And we're seeing that because they talk like a drunk. I'm looking at Trump like, bro, why would you say that? That was not good for your people or your kingdom. That was a very dumb thing to say or do.
That's what
You
happens
know?
when you drunk in pride.
Yeah.
And it's talk crazy. And the Bible of a drunk person, I done heard it. They just talk crazy. And not only is he drunk, he's up here driving the country. So he's drunk driving. You already know what happened with a drunk driver. He gonna wrap this sucker around a pole or something, man. So Babylon the Great is about to be cooked. And hey, us, we over here, we loving it. The Israelites, we over here with spare car parts and stuff like that, because our kingdom coming next. And when he crash it, we're gonna rebuild it and throw him in the back seat. No, throw him in the trunk. You know? And he not gonna run nothing no more, because we know what he gonna do. He runs everything to me like a retarded person. It's going against the Most High and disregarding the scriptures and the commandments is dumb as I don't know what to me. Because it leads to destruction. We don't want destruction no more. We need construction. We need to build up. We need everything to do what it's supposed to do. The animals, the plants, we need everything to like operate at an optimal performance. You can't do that with Esau. You can't have that happen with Esau. He's such a Dennis the Menace. He perverts everything. Esau dang near put his pants down, molest the animal, defecate, put chemicals everywhere in all the trees and the plants, think he can make something better. I'm gonna splice the DNA and I'm gonna make this. And then make it where it can't do his proper order on that.
That's what you took that out of my eye. I was like, he got so much pride that he think that he can take your how about you y'all creation and make it better. That's the devil right here. That's what they do.
That's why you don't see no fruits or nothing with seasoning no more. This devil thought he could do something better.
Man, God, and that made it. He done neutered it.
What's that?
And that video you put in the group chat with them eggs.
Oh, your God.
Making eggs in the damn lab, you know. They tell him in the grocery store to put the same price.
And now I know that you ain't getting the proper nutrients you need. It's a fake egg. They don't tell them what's they're doing to your health.
Right.
You know, no idea. And like you said, in Person Perfect, Esau think he can do something better. He make it worse. So he's the problem. He's in the way. So the whole flag, we looking at Esau like, hey, bro, you need to go. So now we're praying to Yahweh shall destroy this devil. And the Lord is doing it. So our faith should be popping right now. The Lord is destroying Esau.
At an all-time high, I think.
Yeah.
At an all-time high right
He doing it so great. We don't have to do anything physically. We don't have to get out here and fight with Esau. That's why, Jake University is in the house chilling. Esau destroying his own self. He's doing it himself. We ain't gotta do nothing. The devil get on the camera, say something crazy, divide his people up, make them mad. Like all the psyops going to Edomites. They not giving a damn.
That's how you know that the scriptures to be so spot on. Because he said his word will not come back void. And the preacher I just got you thinking of when the Lord said, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. That's he taking vengeance on these devils right now. And that's why we ain't got to do nothing, because he's taking vengeance on our behalf.
Yeah, through division. Like Ox said, the division is so great right now. You got Edomites fighting for ICE against ICE. I think I read a story where some dude killed his daughter. They was fighting over Trump. That's a big debate. Trump doing good, not Trump doing bad. That's got Edomites divided. Because I think Edomites like, I don't like Trump. So I'm like, oh, you better ride with the Titanic. We riding it all the way down. That's straight division. They fight. Trump is a division in himself. Then you got ICE. Then you got the economy. And then Esau done put drugs in the mix. Drugs that hit people like. Jakes might do it, but not as much as Esau. Esau doing meth, fentanyl. I think Trump done called fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction because it's mass destroying his people. Because a lot of Jays, they want to smoke some weed. They ain't doing fentanyl like that. But Esau got some fentanyl.
I got to appreciate it going back to you too, because it's in Deuteronomy chapter 30, which basically in the beginning it goes to about how Yahweh gathering the nations, he's gathering Yahshua, he's gathering us back together, we're coming back to our power. But verse 7 is the point right here, and it said, and the Lord, Yahweh our power, will put all these curses upon thine enemy and on them that hate thee with persecuted thee. All right, and that's a beautiful thing right there, because we're breaking down the curses that was once on us, and now it's falling on Esau, Edom, so-called white men. Because they once upon a time, our people was on them drugs. Now you're saying the Esau, Edom, white man, the devil, they on drugs, bad, real bad. You know, once upon a time, our people were fighting one another, you know, through game banging, because, you know, we still got 2/3 Jakes out there on the bullshit, but now, that's selling it down to where it was the story was always black on black crime and so on and so forth. Now you're seeing white on white crime, Edomite on Edomite crime. So the Lord is bringing true on his scriptures right here. I'm gonna read it again, because it said the Lord, Yahweh without power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And it said on them that hated thee. So all of our enemies that hate us, now they're feeling the curses that we once feel, you know, from generation to generation, man.
And then also the people get hot by y'all try. So I don't think Esau's not handling these curses good at all.
Oh man, he the spirit of Cain.
Yeah, he's not handling them good at all.
He the spirit of Cain. Remember when Cain said this is more than I can bear. That's Cain all over again. When the curse came on him, oh Lord, this is more than I can bear. That's him.
They can't handle it. It's eating them up alive, like Pac-Man. You know, I know the curse though. They tell they about to go down because they're used to having privilege and everything being easy. Mm-hmm. Rockathon.
I like that part in that story. It said, whenever they find me, they shall slay me.
Right.
And that's exactly where everybody is finding out, because how the Lord has made them so naked. You're the fugitive, you're the vagabond. So now everybody's pointing the finger at it. Now everybody's coming after your neck, man. And Esau, Edom have never had to live like that, with everybody coming at his neck. Man. Us Yasharala, we had that forever. Everybody was on our bump.
Now what being slave right here is this image. And that coming back on him too, because you can't forget, because we said Job 9:24, when he said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, he covered the faces of the judges thereof, is not wearing it with you. That's how he used our power image, and he slayed his image, you know. And so now his image is being slayed. It's coming right back on him.
Ooh, they go. I got back up both of y'all on that. Especially with Fedora just said, man, this Lamentations 2:16. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say we have swallowed her up. Certain this day that we looked for, we have found, we have seen it. So basically that precept is going into everybody now is like looking at Esau Edom like, I'm about to bust this dude upside the head, man. Now everybody's starting to like bring out all the atrocities that I did. And like they said, like the precept said, certain this day we look for. A lot of people been waiting on Babylon the Great to go down because they remember what they done did. Like Japan, I look for Japan to turn on Babylon the Great based on them hitting with them Nagasaki and Hiroshima. They ain't forgot about that. They put it in that Godzilla movie they just did, showing me that it's still fresh in their memory. Like, dude, I remember what you did to me. So when you get down low, you think I'm gonna help you. Hey, like the precept said, hey, if we're gonna hiss and gnash our teeth at your butt. And that's Ham is doing that now. Hamites, they used to always kiss Esau butt. Now they like, you got what's that dude over there in Burkina Faso, Abian Trahor. He up here rallying all the Hamites against Esau. You know, we over here been waiting on our get back for forever. So we looking at Esau like, yeah, dude, you better not, your police force, your ICE, your military, hey, you better keep that up, because if it falls and they plan field levels out, hey, we about to come for you, man. And that guy Esau, that's why he's in fear. That's why I think they smoking so many drugs, because they're scared now. They up there smoking that meth, like, man, I'm trying to go back to the 1950s. I want to go back to the 1920s. So they smoke that little meth rock, and then after that meth rock wear out, they come back and they look at Jake. Jake pulling up in a Chrysler 300. You know what I'm saying? BMW. They're like, when this happen? Jake hop out with a suit on. I done diversified my portfolio. Man.
Some of them go down bad. They can't even keep a job, like, because they be on they be having too many DUI cases. Now they got to get around on a damn dirt bike or a four-wheeler or some shit.
Jake hop out. We in the black right now. You know what I'm saying? I just bought a new property. You know, you got Jake owning Airbnb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jake got
rental properties.
Yeah, rental properties. He saw it's not right. They're not right. And to them, that signifies a changing of the guard. And that leads to their depression and their fear. Then you got another thing too. Jake's out here got a lot of guns.
Man.
I know Esau don't like that either. Like, what the heck? You got what? You got what? Yeah, like, yeah, I got this, got that. They don't like that, man. Jake is armed up out here, man.
Yeah. You go to the gun range, and Esau got his pea shooter, and Jay's a group of Jake with a whole bunch of pow. They over here looking like, oh, why do they got that? I don't know. It's scary.
Can they afford that?
Yeah, they don't like Jake dealing with their blessing. They scared because, like, hey, Jake is the stronger man anyway, and if we had they blessing with our strength is over with.
God, I got a precept to back up too with what's happening right now. Why they're so scared, man. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Yeah. And we're peeping that translation happening right now. It's a wealth transfer happening. It's going right to Yasharallah, and it's getting away from Esau. He's trying to like stop that. And his way to do it is artificial intelligence. He's gonna take all the jobs. He's basically gonna go into a new beast system. And in that beast system, he hopes that he comes out on top and Jake go back to the bottom and get that RFID microchip in their body. That way it cuts off your connection to your Habashiawashah. Because now you start to realize, like, man, that connection is powerful. It is happening. So now I got to cut that off because now they're singing praises to the Most High and he's hearing them. So now the devil like, oh, we got to switch it up. No more dollars. No more this. We're going to go hardcore detention centers, MOTB. If you want to eat, you need it. So they're going to go into a new hard system, Yasharallah. And we're seeing the birth of that through the artificial intelligence. Like it's been all a bunch of mass job layoffs happening. And that signifies they're about to go to a new system where he hopes that he can get it back to where it used to be. They call it a global reset.
There's gonna be no more Bible. Shit, they're gonna cause they like too many Jakes are picking up this Bible and figuring it out. It's for them and not them. Right. So shit, it's gonna be no more of that. They're gonna have a AI version of it that they written. Just gonna keep them on top. And some universal shit to like everybody like universal one some shit. It's really to put Jake at the bottom and them keep them, on top of Jake.
That's prophecy too. You read Amos 8 and 11, famine of the word. That's gonna come through this new computer system that we basically gonna plug you into the matrix. If you put that device in your body, you have officially been plugged into the matrix, and you are cooked. That's why we tell everybody. Do not take the RFID microchip. It's the mark of the beast. And we're doing that as a warning before it gets here so Jake can know what they need to do. So now, you have the opportunity to put your trust in your faith and your Habashiawashah, and Lord willing, he'll keep you from the hour of temptation. And you can't say, I didn't know about that. No, you've been warned. We don't win the overdrive about that. Like, man, here come the MOTB. There's a computer chip about. Don't get caught up in that strong delusion. Like, oh, yeah, that's high tech. Oh, yeah, most Jakes be, oh, that's so, I want to be scientific. I want to be part of the future.
Those miracles that Esau get ready to perform in Second Thessalonians, the second chapter.
I can't get left behind.
The star and the lion wonder. That's what that is. That's what it's called.
I gotta stay with everybody. Right. It helps me walk better. I can see better. I don't need my phone no more. I had to feed my family. You're gonna hear all them excuses, man. When this thing roll out, that's everything Esau doing right now is dog walk everybody into that MOTB. So that he can stay winning. Because right now, he's losing right now. So now I got to do something drastic to change the narrative. And as I said, I'm looking for a big false flag, psyop. They might come with an alien. They got a movie coming out called Disclosure about aliens, man. And I'm like, man, see, the devil, I think he prepping that psyop. Because with a move like aliens, he can get rid of the Bible. He can get rid of so many things with that one move. That'd be like the C-19 on steroids.
I got to read this. This precept. We bring it out all the time in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. And it said, therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
See that? Y'all gonna break down?
I'm gonna say, yeah, he got a short time. That's why he's frantically moving, and now everything is coming out sloppy. So now he's got to bring that sword. And that's our prophecy. And all we got to do is, that's why I said, rejoice ye heavens. Because we know, hey, when that Esau does that, hey, the Lord is going to step in and lift up a standard. It's nothing that the devil can do that's going to be against us if we got the Lord on our side, man.
I want to elaborate even on that point right there too, because when that movie that you brought up, the movie reference, you said Esau coming out with a movie about an alien invasion. Yeah, that Esau Edom planting what you call a wicked seed right there. He's trying to plant that wicked seed in your mind that whenever you see that when you how about y'all come via the chariots, which the devil call them UFOs. When you start to see that, you're gonna think they are really aliens when really that's our salvation.
Yeah, he wants you to fight against your power.
God,
Get you destroyed.
And through the scripture, that's actually was that Revelation chapter 12 and 17, I think. Luke paraphrasing what he said, the war in heaven.
The war against the Lamb.
Yeah, the war against the Lamb. And that's what Esau Edom was gearing up for. Because he's all about war. That's what the devil did. He killed, steal, and destroy. And that's what he's trying to do.
Don't forget Space Force. He has a Space Force
Yep.
this time. We didn't hear about that in the 80s and 90s. You heard 2020, they've got a Space Force, and there's a reason for that. He gonna try to beat y'all shot before he even get here.
And he think he about war, but not knowing that our power is the man of war, man.
So you had to really do it. You had to really do some war, man. Hey, Esau, I said that one out. Esau gonna be short work. So the thing is, when it come down to you as an individual, don't need to side with Esau. Like I said earlier, all these little predictive programming movies is to get you to fight against your power. Like Esau needs support. He wants your support. And now these devils is mad because right now in our current timeline, they're losing support. They lose support of their own people. So if they lose support of their own people, they lose support from Jake, and they need that. Esau, the reason he's on top because he got support from everybody else. He used to sort of make you scared, and then all of a sudden after that, you just give him everything willingly. He doesn't have to fight anymore. He can sit in his office and just make some orders and dictates. And people give it because they're scared of their sword. And now that their sword is looking weak, people like, shit, my sword back. You know what I'm saying? Now Esau got to pick the sword back up, and he fat. He out of shape. He ain't swung it like he done did in the back in the day. And then people like, shit, I've been working on my sword swing. I got a katana. It's quicker. You know what I'm saying? So I'll stab him in this little fat belly. Now them trying to fight with a big old pot belly. Because ate up everybody's goods. Bill Team 6. And hey man, I don't know if they get the job done like that. Everybody else been doing push-ups and pull-ups, running. They in shape, you know what I'm saying? They ready to do it in. And like I noticed the number one thing Esau Edom needs from us right now is ignorance. And what the Lord does the Bible, it takes away ignorance. It gives you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which gives you stability. So now the devil lost information war. Man, he like the first thing you just read, you ended us with 12-12. He got to come down very rapid, swing that sword. And I'm like, bro, it's not what it used to be. So that's grace and mercy from the Most High for us. That's giving us a way out. And don't let us get the standard lifted up. Then we gonna swing our sword, and it's gonna be way stronger than Esau. He gonna have to back on up when that happens, man. What they say, that song when the saints go marching in. When that happens, Esau gonna have to scatter like roaches, man, and go into them holes, which is his bunkers, and hide.
Yeah, that's the spirit too. Cause like when you say scatter like roaches, what you know, whenever it's dark in the house, and so you turn on that light, and the roaches is scattered, and they trying to get up in them holes too.
That's all he doing.
And get up under something.
And that's what it is. Yeah, how about you out shot? Because that was beautiful that you brought that up. Because he said there's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It's just light. That's what the light represents. Because once you turn that light on, that Esau Edom ain't got nothing to do with it. Because he operated in the dark. Even King David said, hide me from the secret counsel of the workers of iniquity. Why? What does secret mean? Secret represents darkness. That's what it is. And that's what these devils do. That's how they operate. They operate in darkness.
The light is on now. Now the light is on. It's been destroyed. Everything's been destroyed. And they're dumb. The wisdom is gone.
Right.
That's the one thing that's hurting them the worst to me is the lack of wisdom. They ain't got no wisdom. Because they had wisdom. I'm like, y'all should. Now they put Donald Trump as your leader. That was a very bad move. He gonna get up there and expose everything. He exposed their racism. So they can't, well, he ain't racist. He just did a picture with Obama's mother.
Right.
So you can't even say that anymore. Everything they used to use to defend that dude, they can't anymore. That's why I look for his House Secretary, what's her name, Caroline LeVesque. I think she's gonna resign in a minute. She's like, this shit stressing me out. I can't defend this dude no more. You got to find another helper.
Yeah, I can't find no more. Ain't no more lying because
they
trying to lie, but they even trying to lie about that too. Didn't you say that They said somebody in his council was the one that put up that post. Like, you gonna lie about that, and then you gonna lie about how you posted it.
God, after the lot of them went out, so it was like, dang, man, like. I said, I thank the Lord every day that I'm not an Edomite, man. I wouldn't want to be Edomite right now. I bet they look in the mirror like, man, we some pieces of shit. Man, we about to go down, man. You heard what that video said, and it's right too. They look at the priests, even AI. They own computers is telling them like, yeah, I'll come back. I want to be black.
It was an old school white comedian. He was like, man, if I time travel, I want to try and travel in the past because we ruled back then. I don't want to go past the 2000s and this because we're gonna get our judgment.
Yeah. I've seen that clip. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to go to the future. He said they gonna mess us up all the stuff we done did. So that shows that they know what they did was wrong. They know it,
and they know that it shows that they got an end. There's going to be an end to their wickedness.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Because I was holding it too. This Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10, and it said, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints."
Ooh, that's big. That's about to happen. That's the fight against. You don't want to go to captivity, and you don't want that sword put on.
Right.
The Lord said you're gonna get both of those put on you. Like you said earlier, the Lord's word not go our boy. So if he said it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And Esau deep down inside, they know it's about to happen.
Right.
That's why they're depressed. They're smoking meth. They're smoking fentanyl.
And we know it's gonna happen. That's why I say that's the patience and faith of the saints. Like we wholeheartedly believe in this. Like wait, patiently wait.
We seeing it too. We seeing it come happen too. We like, yeah, this day, man. Yeah, man. Couple more months, one more year. Yeah. We over like, yeah.
Patiently waiting for Edomite to explode.
Yeah. So with that, man.
Together, man.
Yeah, my priest, I think we should end off with the second 6 and 9. I think it's the perfect send off. So that Esau's kingdom is at its end, and we see it. And with his kingdom been at the end, that shows us that our kingdom is coming online. And that's something like I said, God, that's all excited, and we all like, yeah, baby. It's about that time. Like that song with that Sam Cooke. It's been a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Change gonna come.
This is second measure, 6 and 9. But Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Woo! Are we ready for that end to come? We ready for this kingdom? Because this kingdom's like a nightmare, man. So we ready for it to be over with. We ready for the kingdom of heaven to come, where everything's gonna be in its proper order, man. We're gonna see order. We're gonna see righteousness. You ain't got to worry about, trafficking, child being trafficked. You ain't got to worry about seeing, crackheads, little meth heads on the street. That's gonna be things of the past, man. All y'all are gonna benefit off the kingdom of heaven, man. You're gonna see people in order, righteousness, running things. Stores gonna have real food, real garments, man. It's gonna be a very beautiful thing to see, and we're ready to see that.
That's beautiful. That's the first. Now will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
God, Esau's about to be out of here, man. Just subjection like he should, working. We're ready to see that, man. So, there are my precepts. So, with that being said, man, we'll just edify. We'll give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem,
Kwam Yasharala wa Baba Ba Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala, baby. Kwam Yasharala.